Hello, Villas families. My name is Ginelli Morales, and I'm your DAC representative. The following presentation has a summary of all the DAC meetings held in the second quarter of the school year 2020-2021. The agenda for this presentation starts with board updates from Mrs. Patrica. Then we will have a short summary of the presentation presented by Directors of Curriculum and Instruction for elementary, middle, and high school. We will also talk about questions and suggestions from the breakout sessions for elementary school, and we will finish with questions. Board updates from Mrs. Patrica. Mrs. Patrica informed DAC members about the rapid COVID-19 test kits that are available for students and staff in partnership with the Lee Golisano Children's Hospital. She also mentioned that testing is not mandatory and will only be administered with the presence and consent of the parents. The school board is focused on the 2021 legislative priorities. These priorities can be found at leeschools.net. Mrs. Patrica also encourages DAC members to contact senators and representatives to request consideration of the factors affecting state standardized assessment this school year and the effect that will have on students and teachers' evaluation. The directors of curriculum and instruction discussed during this meeting the different initiatives that the district is working on to increase communication with parents. One of these initiatives is Parent University, which is a new program created to increase the capacity of parents and guardians to be actively engaged in their child's education. Every month, a new curriculum will be discussed. Last month, iReady was discussed, and it was also explained to parents how to access the application through the student's Launchpad. Instructional model transitions was also discussed during this meeting, and as we can see in the graph, students have been switching from different instructional models from quarter 1 to quarter 2. The current data shows 78% of the students doing face-to-face, 18% of the students doing Lee Home Connect, and 4% of the students doing Lee Virtual. This current data does not include students coming back to face-to-face effective February 1st. The Directors of Curriculum and Instruction also provided information about new resources for instruction. The first one presented was Nearpod, which offers ready-to-go lessons for all grades and content areas. The second one was Alex, which is an online learning and assessment tool for middle school. This is specifically for math and offers individualized data to help teachers identify specific needs and opportunities in each student. The next one is Streamable Learning Live Investigations for grades 3 to 5, and History Illustrated, which is a YouTube channel for U.S. history and civics. In regards to state assessments, the data cycle was discussed during this meeting, which starts with the baseline, and the baseline is basically the assessments that are done at the beginning of the school year to identify that starting point for the student. Then we have the formative assessments that are 2 times per quarter. At the end of each quarter, we have the progress monitoring, which is what we use to monitor the improvement of the students, and the data cycle finalized with the state assessment. During this meeting, just in time was also discussed, which is that time that is provided to the student before the state assessment so they can combine all the knowledge that they have acquired during the school year. It gives the student the opportunity to combine all the standards and have an idea of how these standards are going to be presented during the state assessments. During breakout sessions for elementary schools, the following questions was discussed. What is the biggest priority that our district should consider to support students academically second semester? The first concern was with the first grade students. Based on the data analysis done before with the directors of instruction and curriculum, we found that first grade students have the greatest opportunity. The second concern was attendance. Attendance is also one of the main concerns for both Home Connect and face-to-face students. So we understand that this is another area that the district should consider a priority for support. The next one was instruction for students who are quarantined for 10 days. Parents and teachers would like to understand the process better. What's happening with those students that are quarantined for 10 days? Are we offering them to go to the Google Classroom, or should they have a Zoom with the teacher? Another suggestion was volunteers through Zoom meetings. We understand that we cannot have volunteers in the schools yet, but they are suggesting to have volunteers through Zoom meetings. And the last one is to have equitable education for Home Connect students, which means offer the same quality of education to those Home Connect students as same as the Lee face-to-face students. If there is any question in regards to this presentation, or if there's any question that you would like me to present to the next DAC meeting, please email me to janellym@leeschools.net. I will be more than happy to present your question and have an answer for you the next time. This is the end of the presentation. Thank you for your attention.